Very good afternoon. See here, I'm starting the session. Listen. So in the SQL commands, we are discussing about select command. And in the select command, in the operators, we discussed very clearly about arithmetic operators, relational operators, logical operators. And in the special operators, we have seen in, not in, between and, not between and, like, not like, these operators we have seen. In today's session, I cover is null, is not null. Listen. The set operators is separate chapter. After completion of classes chapter, we discuss this. So set operators is separate chapter. So this we discuss later. And in the other operators, this any, all exists, I cover in the subqueries. And pivot, unpivot, I cover after completion of classes. Okay. So in today's session, I cover is null, is not null, and concatenation operator. So with this, operators will be over. Remaining operators I cover later. After that, we discuss about DML commands and TCL commands. So in today's session, we discuss is null, is not null, concatenation operator. So with this, operators topic will be over. After that, we discuss about DML commands and TCL commands. Okay. So now first see about is null operator. So before going to discuss about is null operator, I want to talk some important points regarding null. What is null, sir? Null means empty or blank. Null means empty or blank. See, I'm opening our batch schema. Batch 2 p.m. See, # batch 2 p.m. is the schema name. Naresh Shetty is the password. Setting page size 200 and line size 200, and I'm clearing the screen. See, there is one column is there, commission column is there, employee number, employee name, salary, commission from EMP. Okay. See here. Observe. So some employees are getting commission, some employees are not getting commission. Observe in the commission column. See, first employee Smith, commission value is null. Here no value is there, blank, empty, means null. This is the null value. Second employee is getting 300 commission. Third employee is getting 500 commission. Fourth employee commission is null. This is called null. Okay, so null means blank, empty, no value will be there. Okay, so when we insert null value, sir, when the value is unknown, then insert null value. When the value is unknown, then insert null value. So when we don't know the value, we insert the null value. So when the value is unknown, insert null value. And this null is not equals to 0. Null is not equals to 0 or space. Space is different. Null is different. 0 is different. Null is different. For example, we are holding mass subject marks. We are holding mass subject marks. One student got 55 marks. One student got 78 marks. Like this we are entering. Okay. So one student attended the exam, but he has submitted blank answer sheet. How many marks he will get? 0. Okay, one student is absent for exam. We insert the null value. So student is absent. If student is absent, okay, no marks. So what we are inserting? Null. If student is attending the exam and he is submitting blank answer sheet, how many marks he is getting? 0. 0 means this person attended the exam and he got 0 marks. Null means that student is absent. Like this. Null is different from 0. Okay. And similarly, null is different from space. Okay. Null means no characters, empty. Okay. Here space means one character is there. Space means one character is there. That is space. Null means no characters are there, empty. Null is not equals to space and null is not equals to 0. And any relational database management software must to show difference between null and 0 and null and space. Otherwise, we will get some problems. So I already told EF Code introduced this relational database management system. So he introduced 12 rules. Among those, one of the rules is null should not be equal to the 0 or space. To hold the string values like student names, which data type we are using? Varchar2 data type we are using. So this Varchar2 data type introduced in Oracle 7 version. Varchar2 data type introduced in Oracle 7 version, and in first 6 versions we were using which data type? Varchar. So Varchar was used in first 6 versions. Oracle they didn't release first version, directly they released Oracle 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In all these versions we were using what? Varchar data type. When this Varchar2 data type was introduced in Oracle 7 version, in the first 6 versions, we were using Varchar data type only. But why they replaced Varchar with Varchar2, sir? This Varchar was having one drawback. Varchar was having one drawback. It was not representing the difference between space and null. It was treating space and null as same. It was treating 0 and null as same. This is the biggest drawback. With this, we will get lot of problems. So that's why in the Oracle 7 version, they introduced Varchar2 version, Varchar2 data type. In the Oracle 7 version, they introduced Varchar2 data type. This, so here, sorry, not for 0. Space was treating as null here. Null and space both were treating as same in case of Varchar. But in Varchar2, space is different and null is different. Okay, space is not equal to the null. This is differentiated by the Varchar2. This is not differentiated by the Varchar. So that's why they replaced Varchar with Varchar2. If anyone is asking why Varchar2, then what about Varchar? If anyone is asking like this, simply you can say in first Oracle, first 6 versions, Varchar data type was there. Okay, it was not showing the difference between space and null. According to the relational database management rules, null should not be equal to the space. If null is equal to space, we will get some problems. So with Varchar, we were getting some problems. So that's why they introduced Varchar2 data type in the Oracle 7 version. So this Varchar2 represents the difference between space and null. Space is not equal to the null. So that's why Varchar2 introduced. And later, they changed the meaning of Varchar also. Okay, now in latest versions, Varchar and Varchar2 both acts like same. But Oracle company is suggesting that don't use varchar data type. Always use varchar 2 data type. Because this varchar is the deprecated data type. Oracle company deprecated this data type. Deprecated means in future versions, this data type may not be available, or in future versions, its meaning they may change. That is the meaning of deprecated. Deprecated means in future versions, they may remove this data type, or they may change the meaning of this data type. So varchar is the deprecated data type. So that's why Oracle company is suggesting that don't use varchar data type, always use varchar 2 data type. Okay. So what is null means? Null means empty, blank, no value will be there. And this null is not equals to 0 or null is not equals to the space. And when the value is unknown, when we don't know the value, we insert the null value. Okay. And remember one more point. If null is participated in expression, then result will be definitely null. If null is participated in the operation, then definitely result will be null. This is also important point. If null is participated in the expression, then definitely result will be null. For example, what is 10 plus 20 value? 30. Okay. So like this, what is 10 plus null value? Null. Not 10, null. If null is participated in the expression, definitely result will be null only. Okay. For example, okay, 20 into null. What is 20 into null result? Definitely null only. Okay. What is 30 minus null? Result is null. If null is participating in the expression, definitely result will be null only. If null is participated in expression, then definitely result will be null. Okay, let me show it practically. Observe. So our requirement is we want to calculate the total salary now. We want to calculate total salary gained by the employee. So we want to calculate the total salary here. So employee is getting salary and employee is getting commission. So 1600 plus 300, this employee is getting. Okay, what is 1600 plus 300 value? 1900 is the total salary of this employee. So this employee is getting 1250 salary plus 500 commission. What is the total salary value? 1750. So like this, we want to get the total salary values here. That is our requirement. So what we have to do now, this is salary, this is commission. Salary plus commission value, we want to get as the total salary now. This is our requirement. Okay, so our requirement is we want to calculate total salary. So salary plus commission value we want to calculate. That is our requirement. Observe now. We are writing like this. So select employee name is salary we want. So his salary plus commission is the total salary. I am giving alias name as total salary. Okay, so salary plus commission. For this, we are giving alias name as total salary. From which table we are retrieving? AMP table. Okay, so select ename salary. Salary plus commission we want to get now. So now observe here what it is giving. Observe. So actually, what is the Smith total salary here? So let me retrieve commission column also to get clarity. Ename salary, comma commission, comma total salary we want to get. So total salary means salary plus commission as total salary. Okay, from which table we are retrieving? EMP table we are retrieving. Observe here. Observe the total salary values here. See what we are expecting. Employee salary is 800 plus this is the commission value. Here actual total salary of first employee is what? 800. But what it is giving? Null it is giving. Why sir? Because something plus null is equals to null. Okay, if null is participating in the operation, definitely result will be null. Here observe here 1600 plus 300. What is the result? 1900. 1250 plus 500. Result is 1750. But here null. So something plus null. Result is what? Null. So if null is participated in the operation, then definitely result will be null. We should be careful if null is participating in the operation. So whenever you are performing calculations, at that time you are getting null result means you should be careful. Is there any null values or not? We have to check. What is the solution, sir? The solution here is we replace null value with some other value. Replace null value with 0. This is the solution. Okay. To replace null value with 0, we use one function. NVL function we use. Here we use NVL function. Commission value, if null, we are replacing with 0 like this. We use NVL function. This part I cover in the built-in functions. Don't bother about it. So null we replaces with 0. 800 plus 0 value, we will get 800. This is the solution. If you want to calculate total salary, something plus null will be null. If null is participating in the operation, definitely result will be null. Next. And for null comparison, see here. Listen. I want to display the employee records whose employee number is 7369. I want to display the employee record whose employee number is 7369. What we write? Select start from EMP where employee number equals to 7369. 7369 record will be displayed. Now my requirement is I want to display the employee record whose commission is 500. What is getting commission as 500? Okay. What we have to write? Select start from EMP where commission is equals to 500. So what is getting 500 commission? What record it is displaying? Okay. Now my requirement is I want to display the employee records whose commission value is null. If you want to display the employee records whose commission is 500, we are writing commission equals to 500 here. Similarly, I want to display the employee records whose commission is null. So what we have to write here? Commission equals to null. We cannot write like this. Commission equals to null. We cannot write like this because we cannot compare null value by using equals to operator. This is another important point. Okay. So most of the students do the mistake. For example, if we want to get the employee records whose commission is 500, we write commission equals to 500. Similarly, if we want to get the employee records whose commission is null means most of the students write commission equals to null. But can we write like this? No, it is giving no rows selected. So for null comparison, we cannot use equals to operator. Then what we have to use, sir? We have to use is null operator. For null comparison, we cannot use equals to operator. Equals to operator. So for null comparison, always use is null operator. For null comparison, always use is null operator. Is null operator. That's it. For null comparison, don't use equals to operator. For null comparison, always use is null operator. Okay. So till here, once again, I'm repeating, listen. We are discussing about null. So null means empty, blank, no values there. When we don't know the exact value, we insert the null value. And this null is not equal to 0. And null is not equal to the space. Null is not equal to 0. Null is not equal to space. And if null is participated in expression like addition, subtraction, multiplication, definitely result will be null. And for null comparison, can we use equals to operator? No. For null comparison, what we have to use? Is null operator we have to use. We cannot use equals to operator. And see, one more point. Okay, this null value can be inserted in two ways. One is using null keyword. One is using null keyword we can insert. Using null keyword, we can insert the null value. And another one is by inserting limited column values. By inserting limited column values also, we can insert the null value. Okay, so these are the two ways of inserting null values. So let me see it practically. Using null keyword, we insert the null value. And by inserting limited column values also, we insert the null value. So I'm creating one table here. STD table I'm creating. In the STD table, SID, SNAME, M1, 3 columns are there. First student ID is 1, name is A. And his marks are 60. This second student, exact marks we don't know. We are inserting null value. Okay, so third student, name is C. His marks are 70. Fourth student, D. His marks also we don't know. We want to insert null value. So how can we insert these nulls? See. So first create the table here. Create STD table with 3 columns. SID, SNAME, M1. So what we are writing? Create table. What's the table name? STD, SID, number data type, SNAME, varchar2 data type. Next M1, number data type. Bracket close, semicolon. Table will be created. In this, we want to insert the records now. So insert into table name is STD values. I'm giving 1A60 here. One record will be inserted. Next, we are inserting null. Now we are inserting null. Inserting null using null keyword. Using null keyword, we are inserting the null. Observe here. What we write? Insert into table name STD values 2B. We don't know his marks. So what we are inserting? Null. When the value is unknown, we insert null value. So we are inserting null here. So 2B, we are inserting null by using which keyword? Null keyword. This is one way, first way. And second way, we want to insert the null, insert into, okay, table name is STD. Okay, we want to insert limited column values now. Second way means we are inserting null by inserting limited column values. So we are inserting null by inserting limited column values. So in the STD table, total how many columns are there? In the STD table, total how many columns are there? 3 columns are there. SID, SNAME, M1. We want to insert how many column values now? How many column values now? 2 column values. For last record, how many values we want to insert? 2 values only. So we want to insert limited column values now. At that time, okay, for example, I'm writing like this. STD values 3C. Can we write like this? Can we write like this? No. Why? In the STD table, how many columns are there? 3 columns are there. So we have to insert 3 values. But how many values we are inserting? 2 values only. So it gives error as insufficient values. Insufficient values. Okay. If we want to insert limited column values, what we have to do? What we have to do? After table name, specify the column list which we want to insert. So in the STD table, total 3 columns are there. We want to insert only SID and SNAME. Write values, give the values here. So 3 is the student ID, C is the student name. We are not inserting one value. That not inserted value will be inserted implicitly as null value. That's it. I'm showing it practically. Observe. So we are creating one table, STD table. See here. Create table. Table name is STD. First field is SID. Number data type we are taking. Second field is SNAME. Varchar 2 data type. Third field is M1. Number data type. Okay. So here total 3 columns are there. Sorry. Here comma missed here. In the number spelling mistake is there. In the number spelling mistake is there. Okay. So let me correct this. See here. So simply type ED command. ED means it will display editor. You can correct here. So SID number data type, SNAME varchar 2 data type, M1 number data type, close the bracket and don't give semicolon in this editor. Save this and close it. So read command, just simply type slash. Table is created. Okay. Now, table is created. As of now, no records are there in the STD table. Select star from STD. Observe here. No rows are selected. As of now, no rows are there. I'm writing like this. Insert into table name is STD. Values 1A60 we are giving. So it is inserting the record. One row created. Now one more record we want to insert. Okay, student ID is 2. Name is B. We don't know the marks value. So we are inserting null. Null keyword we are using here. Okay, observe here. Null is inserted by using null keyword. Open the table, select star from STD. Observe here, this value is the null value. Using null keyword, we inserted this null value. Now, see second way, by inserting limited column values also we can give. Okay, for example, we are giving one more record, insert into STD values 3C. Okay, does it insert the record? No. Why? In the STD table, total how many columns are there? 3. But we are inserting how many values? 2. It is giving error. Not enough values. So when we want to insert limited columns like this, what we have to do? Use the column list. After table name, give the column list here. SID, SNAME we are giving. So first value is SID value, second value is SNAME value. Total 3 columns are there. We are inserting 2 columns values. Then automatically not inserted values will be inserted as null implicitly. Okay, one row created. Now open the table. Select star from STD. Observe here null inserted. So this here using null keyword, we inserted this null value. Here we inserted 3C, that's it. Then remaining values inserted as nulls. So this is about null. So very clearly we discussed about null. Listen. So this is about null. The key points here are, if null is participating in the operation, definitely result will be null. For null comparison, can we use equals to operator? No, we must use is null operator. That's it. These nulls can be inserted using 2 ways, using null keyword and by inserting limited column values. Okay, now see the operator is null operator. This is null operator is used to compare. This operator is used to compare column value with null value. So if you want to compare column value with null, we use is null operator. For null comparison, we must use is null operator. Is null operator. We cannot use equals to operator. We cannot use equals to operator. So is null is used to compare column value with null. So to use this is null, the syntax here is, we write column name. Okay, is null. So this column value we are comparing with null. Is column value equals to null or not, it is checking. If column value is null, it returns true. If column value is not null, it returns false. So this syntax we have to follow. Column name is null. Now see 2 examples. We want to display the employee records who are not getting commission. So we want to display the employee records who are not getting the commission. The employees who are not getting the commission, those employees records we want to display. Okay, observe here EMP table is there. In the EMP table, commission column is there. Some employees are getting commission, some employees are not getting commission. Okay, what is our requirement now? The employees who are not getting the commission. Is first person getting the commission? No. What is the value? Null value. Is second person getting the commission? Yes, this record we don't want. Third person is getting the commission. This record we don't want. So the employee who is not getting the commission means commission value will be what here? Null. If commission value is null, we want to display the records. This is our requirement. If commission value is null, that employee is not getting the commission. Those records we want to display. So select employee name, salary, commission from EMP. Where can we write like this? Commission equals to null. Can we write like this? Okay, if we write like this, is it give an error? No, it will not give an error. What it display? No rows selected. no rows selected. We cannot write like that. It is not giving an error, but it is displaying no rows selected. Okay, so with this we can understand that for null comparison, we cannot use equals to operator. Okay, so for null comparison, always use is null operator. So what we have tried here, where column name is commission. If commission value is null, then display the record. So commission column value, we are comparing with null. If commission column value is equals to this null value, that record will be displayed. So now it displays the employee records who are not getting the commission, means whose commission is null. Observe here. We are writing like this. Select employee name, salary, commission from EMP, where commission is null. Okay. So total 14 employees are there. Total 14 employees are there. 3 employees are getting commission. 11 employees are not getting the commission. Okay, so that's what it is displaying. 11 employees records here. All these commission values are null here. Observe. So what is happening here? See, we are writing condition like this, where commission is null. Like this we are writing. So this commission value will be compared with the null. Okay, what is first employee's commission value? Null. Is null equals to null? Yes. So this record will be displayed. Next employee commission value is what? 300. Is 300 equals to null? No. This record will not be displayed. Is 500 equals to null? No. This record will not be displayed. Is null equals to null? Yes. This record will be displayed. Is 1400 equals to null? No. Is null equals to null? Yes. This record will be displayed. So like this, if commission value is null, it is displaying the record. Otherwise, it is not displaying the record. So for null comparison, always use is null operator. Next. Display the employee records who are getting commission. Who are getting commission. This is our requirement. So the employees who are getting commission, those records we want to get. Okay. So observe here. Is second employee getting the commission? Is second employee getting the commission? Yes. Is third employee getting the commission? Yes. Fourth employee is not getting commission. First employee not getting commission. Okay. And fifth employee is getting the commission. So the employees who are getting the commission, these records we want to display. So this employee not getting commission means what is this value? Null. Okay. This employee getting commission means this value is not null or not? Yes. Not null. So employee is not getting commission means value is null. Employee is getting commission means is that value is not null. So if commission value is not null, display the record. Okay. So what we have tried here? Select employee name, salary, commission from EMP table. From EMP table where commission is not null. Where commission is not null. Okay. So the employees whose commission is not null, those employees records will be displayed here. Observe here, select e-name, salary, commission from EMP where commission is not null. If commission value is not null, it displays the record. If commission value is null, it will not display the record. If commission value is not null, it displays the record. See how many employees are getting the commission? 3 employees are getting the commission. So what is happening here? See, We are writing like this. My request to you all is, please cooperate with me. Please don't talk in the middle. Okay. My sincere request to you all, when I am explaining, please don't talk, don't laugh. If you don't have interest, you can go outside. You can enjoy outside. You can chit chat outside. But please here, please don't disturb. See here. We are writing like this, where commission is not null. We are writing like this. Okay. So what is the meaning of this one? If commission value is not null, that displays the record. Okay. Is null not null? No. Is 300 not null? Yes. 300 is not null. So this record will be displayed. Is 500 not null? Yes. 500 is not null. Is null not null? No. This record will not be displayed. Is 1400 not null? Yes. Okay. Is null not null? No. Is null not null? No. Okay. So like this, the employees who are getting the commission, those records it is displaying. So if commission value is not null, that is displaying those records. So this is about is null, is not null. And last operator is concatenation operator. For concatenation operator, the symbol is 2 pipes. 2 pipes is the symbol. So for this, why we are using this? This is used to concatenate 2 strings. So concatenate means combine. To combine 2 strings, we use this concatenation operator. Okay. So the syntax here is string 1, concatenation operator, string 2. This syntax we have to follow. For example, we are writing like this. Select first string I am giving as Raj. Second string I am giving as Kumar from dual. Okay. So first string is Raj. Second string is Kumar from dual. Like this we are writing. What is the output it will give now? What is the output it will give now? Raj Kumar. So Raj and Kumar will be concatenated. Now my requirement is between Raj and Kumar, I want to get space. Between Raj and Kumar, I want to get space. Assume that Raj is one string, Kumar is another string. In between that, we want to get one space. So at that time, you can write like this. Raj is one string. Okay. We are capturing from one column. Okay. Next, concatenate it with space. If we write like this, Raj will be concatenated with the space. Okay. Concatenation operator. I'm concatenating it with Kumar from dual. Okay. So what is the result here? What it will give now? Raj space Kumar. Just like what is happening here is, observe, first string will be concatenated with the second string. So first string Raj, second string space. Raj will be concatenated with space. So what we are getting here? Raj space. Now this is Raj space is one string now. Second string is Kumar. Raj space will be concatenated with Kumar. For example, if you want to calculate 10 plus 20 plus 30, first what it calculates? 10 plus 20. On 2 values only, plus operator will be applied. Plus operator will be always applied on 2 values. 10 plus 20 value is what? 30. To this result, that is adding another 30. 30 plus 30. So every time it is adding how many values here? 2 values only. Similarly, here also, concatenation operator concatenates 2 strings. First string Raj, second string space. Raj space we will get. Now Raj space is the first string, Kumar is the second string. These two will be concatenated. So what we are getting? Raj space Kumar. So like this, to concatenate the strings, we can use this concatenation operator. Observe here, select first string, I am giving as Raj, concatenation operator. Second string, I am giving as Kumar from dual. Observe, it is giving Raj Kumar. Concatenating 2 strings. In Raj and Kumar, in between that, I want to get space. Assume that Raj is first string, Kumar is second string. In between that, we want to get space. So Raj concatenate with space. Then concatenate Raj space with Kumar. So it is giving Raj space Kumar. So for example, I want to concatenate employee numbers and employee names. So if we write like this, employee number, comma, e name from EMP. Now here, how many columns are there? How many columns are there? 2 different columns are there. Employee number is 1 column and employee name is another column. 7369 employee number, Smith employee name. So instead of using comma here, I am using concatenation operator. Now employee number will be concatenated with the employee name. Now this becomes 1 column value. If you write the employee number, comma, e name, how many columns will be retrieved? 2 columns. If we write employee number, concatenation operator, e name, how many columns will be retrieved? 1 column only. Employee number will be concatenated with employee name and that will become 1 column value. Okay. I want to give alias name as, okay, employee number and name. So numbers and names we are concatenating and we are getting in 1 column. Observe here. Employee number is 7369. Employee name is Smith. This is 1 column value. This column name is this one, alias name. So like this, to combine 2 column values, you can use concatenation operator. In this example, we are combining employee numbers and names. If you want to get space between them, simply you can write employee number, space, concatenation operator, e name. Employee number will be concatenated with space. Employee number space will be concatenated with the employee name. See, space we are getting. So like this, we can use concatenation operator. All operators are over. Now, observe here, I'm showing the operators list. Finally, I'm giving overview on operators. Listen. Arithmetic operators. Arithmetic operators are used to perform arithmetic operations like addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. Next, relational operators. We can also call them as comparison operators. These are used to compare 2 values. Less than, greater than, less than or equals to, greater than or equals to, equals to, not equals to. For not equals to, we can use any one symbol among these 3. Logical operators are used to perform logical operations. To perform logical AND operations, use AND operator. So if all conditions should be satisfied, use AND operator. And to perform logical OR operations, use OR operator. If at least one condition should be satisfied, use OR operator. Not operator. So if condition is true, not true means false. If condition is false, not false means true. Next, special operators are there. Special operators are in, not in, between and, not between and, is null, is not null, like, not like. To compare column value with a list of values, use in operator. To compare column value with a list of values used in operator. If column value is in the list, the record will be displayed. Next, between and. To compare column value with the range of values. Next, is null. To compare column value with the null. For null comparison, we cannot use equals to operator. We must use is null operator. Next, like. To compare column value with text pattern. So to replace any number of characters, use percentage. To replace one character, use underscore. And this set operators, this is separate chapter. And this any all exists. I cover in the subqueries topic. It's pivot, unpivot. After classes, I cover that one. And next concatenation operator already we discussed. So all operators are over. Operators topic is over. Next. SQL is providing how many sub-languages? 5 sub-languages to us. Among those, 2 sub-languages you know. One is DDL and another one is DRL. Actually, this DRL command is not completely over because here you know select query, you know select class, where class and from class. But we need to discuss some more classes here, like group by is there. Group by we need to discuss. Okay, distinct is there, having is there, order by is there. This we need to discuss. So again, after completion of all commands in the classes separate chapter, we discuss all these things. As of now, these 3 classes are enough in the DRL, in the select. So now you know all DDL commands, you know DRL command select. 2 sub-languages you know now. Next sub-languages, DML, TCL and DCL. Okay, so these 2 sub-languages are over. Now we are discussing about DML commands and TCL commands simultaneously. Listen. So pay attention and listen carefully here. If you don't listen, you cannot understand. I want to talk some important points here. So DML stands for data manipulation language. Data manipulation language. So manipulation means adding, deleting and modifying. So for adding the record, I am using one term here, insert. Okay. And for modifying the record, I am using one term here, update. Update means modify. And for deleting the record, I am using the term delete. So manipulate means you can understand that insert, update, delete. For example, employee joined in organization. Employee joined in organization. What we do? We insert the record. If employee joined in the organization, what we have to do? We have to insert the record. Okay, for example, employee got promotion. Okay, we have to update the record. For example, employee left the organization. Delete. Employee left organization. We have to delete the record. So for all these 3 terms, insert, update, delete, we are using single term, manipulate. If author is, whenever you are referring books or websites, if author is using manipulate term in the DBMS means, you can understand like insert, update, delete. So this DML deals with data. DDL deals with metadata. DRL deals with data retrievals. DDL commands deal with metadata. DRL deals with data retrievals, whereas DML deals with the data. Here, data we are inserting, data we are modifying, data we are deleting. It deals with the data. Okay. See, I want to talk one important point here. Listen. All DDL commands are auto committed and all DML commands are not auto committed. All DDL commands are auto committed. All DML commands are not auto committed. Okay, so to understand this, first let me explain about TCL commands. So TCL stands for Transaction Control Language. TCL stands for Transaction Control Language. It deals with TCL stands for Transaction Control Language. It deals with transactions. It deals with transaction. What is transaction, sir? Transaction means a series of SQL commands, a series of actions, a series of SQL commands is called transaction. A series of SQL commands is called transaction. For example, we are performing withdraw operation. Okay, that is what called one transaction. Okay, for example, when we are performing withdraw operation, what is happening here? See, for example, you are withdrawing 10,000 rupees amount from your account. In your account, assume that 1 lakh balance is there and you want to withdraw 10,000 rupees. In your account, 1 lakh balance is there and you want to withdraw 10,000 rupees. So when we are performing this action, implicitly, first it has to check. So first it has to check, okay, you are authorized user or not. Okay, so valid PIN or not, it is checking. So first what it is checking? Your entered PIN number is valid PIN number or not, it is checking. So what is happening here? In the bank database, already your PIN number is there. In the bank database, already your PIN number is there. In ATM machine, you are entering the PIN number here. This your entered PIN number is matching with bank database PIN number or not. It is checking. So it is checking valid PIN or not. So for this, which operation it is performing here? Select operation. Here already in the bank database PIN number is there. From existing database, it is retrieving the data. So which operation it is performing? Select operation it is performing. Okay. After that, in your account, sufficient balance is there or not, it is checking. Sufficient balance is there or not, it is checking. It is also select operation only. In the bank database, for example, in your account, 1 lakh amount is there. Okay. You are assume that in your account, 10,000 balance is there. For example, I'm taking. You want to withdraw 15,000 amount. Can you withdraw now? No. Sufficient balance is not there in your account. Okay. So here, in your account, 1 lakh balance is there. You are trying to withdraw 10,000 amount. It is checking sufficient balance is there or not. So in the bank database, your account balance is there. Your account balance is 1 lakh. You are trying to withdraw 10,000. Your withdrawal amount should be always less than the account balance. If your withdrawal amount is greater than account balance, it should display the error, insufficient balance. So again, it is performing? Select operation. Okay, sufficient balance is there. You are withdrawing the money. Okay, after successful withdrawal, what it has to do now? After successful withdrawal, okay, update the balance. Update the balance. So in your account, 1 lakh amount is there. You are withdrawing 10,000 amount. So your account balance should be updated as 90,000. So this series of actions we are calling as one transaction. Transaction is a series of actions. Here select query will be executed implicitly. Here also select query will be executed implicitly. And here also, here update query will be executed. This combination of queries we are calling as one transaction. So transaction is a series of SQL commands. So like that, you are performing deposit operation. This is one transaction. It has to check valid PIN or not. And you are depositing the amount to the existing balance. It should add the amount. Amount should be updated. You are placing the order. Placing order is one transaction. So when you are placing the order, what should happen here? If you are the new customer, okay, your details should be added to the customer table. You are placing the order means if you are the new customer, in customer table, your record should be inserted. And you are placing the order means that should generate the order. So order details will be generated in the order table. Your order will be inserted in the orders table. And in the product table, that has to update the quantity in hand value. Quantity in hand means number of products in hand. This value should be updated. For example, in your hand, there are 100 laptops are there. You are ordering 3 laptops. So now this quantity in hand value should be updated as 97. You are ordering 3 laptops. You are ordering 3 products. So 3 products you are ordering. So in the products table, quantity in hand should be updated as 97. And in the orders table, your order should be generated. If you are the new customer, your record should be inserted. So here insert command is executing, update command is executing. So this combination of actions we are calling as the transaction. So every transaction is a series of commands. So why we discussed this point, sir? Because there is a rule. Every transaction must be successfully completed. Every transaction must be successfully completed or aborted. Aborted means cancel. It should not be stopped in the middle. Every transaction must be successfully completed or aborted. Aborted means cancelled. It should not be stopped in the middle. If it is stopped in the middle, we will get some problems. For example, when we are placing the order, it is inserting customer record here and it is inserting in orders table, it is inserting the record, but it is not updating quantity in hand. So there is one problem will occur. What is that one? Actually, 97 products are there, but data you are maintaining as 100. This is the problem. So transaction must be successfully completed. are successfully cancelled. It should not be stopped in the middle. If stopped in the middle, we will get some problems. When we are performing withdraw operation, okay, that should update the balance in the end. If that is not updating the balance, bank will lose the amount. So every transaction must be successfully completed or cancelled. So if transaction is successfully completed, use rollback command. If transaction is successfully completed, use commit command. If transaction is not successfully completed, use rollback command. So if transaction is successfully completed, then use commit command. If transaction is not successfully completed, use rollback command. If transaction is successfully completed, use commit command. If transaction is not successfully completed, use rollback command. So what is this commit? What is this rollback? We have to understand. So this part we continue in the next session. So just I explained what is transaction here. So when to use commit, when to use rollback. Tomorrow we continue from here. Okay. So in the next session, we discuss all DML commands and TCL commands. Thank you everyone. See you tomorrow.